my channel. Thank you so much for liking, subscribing and your support for my last video. So today I'm going to be doing a get ready with me video where I'm going to be doing these bronzy smoky kind of an eye with a full-on glam makeup look with full coverage foundations and lashes and the whole deal. This is apt for a wedding, and I've been to a recent wedding, and if you want to know how to achieve this look, please keep on watching, and do comment, like and please subscribe. Thank you so much.
So let's get started. I'm applying foundation with a flat foundation brush. This is MAC foundation brush, and the foundation is Estee Lauder Double Wear Light in intensity 3.0, which is my shade. A little lighter, but we'll kind of bronze it up. After spreading it thin and evenly all over my face, we're going to be using a beauty blender too. I like this foundation because it was a hot summer humid day, and this foundation applies very well and provides medium to full coverage and it's really long lasting. Taking a damp beauty blender, I'm then going to blend out the whole face to absorb any extra product and to give me that really flawless look. Moving on to the concealer, I'm using L'Oreal True Match concealer. I think this is a shade medium, and applying it on all the areas where I need little extra coverage than what the foundation has provided. On the bridge of my nose, on top of my eyes, around the corner of the mouth, I generally have a little more darkness, so I'm going to be applying there and blending it with the same beauty blender. Make sure not to drag the sponge and just really dab it in, so to let the product get in. And don't worry if you've applied a little extra. Taking the MAC Mineralize powder, I'm going to be setting or applying powder on all the areas where I have applied concealer. I'm not really going to be powdering my full face because I want the dewy look. Taking Hoola bronzer from Benefit, which is by far my most favorite bronzer from the time I started bronzing. Taking an angled brush from Urban Decay, I'm slightly creating a line from the top of my ear to just before my cheek, in the middle of my cheek. We're going to blend it in a short while. Apply it on your temples, around your temples and on the jawline. It should ideally form a shape of 3 around on the sides of your face. After applying, make sure to blend it well. To give you that soft look, and make sure that there are no lines visible. Next, I'm going to be taking Freedom Pro Blush palette, and in this I'm going to be taking this peachy shade. Taking a MAC brush, I'm going to be applying it on the high points of my cheeks and blending it well. This blush palette is highly pigmented, so less is more. Take little, apply it, blend it, and if you feel you need more, you can always add more. I'm not really a blush person, but in special occasions like these, I like the little flush of color on my cheeks. Now, taking the Revlon highlighter palette in Peach Eclat, I'm taking the light peach shade and applying it on the bridge of my nose and on the high points of my cheek, wherever it needs to get highlighted. I'm just using my fingers to blend it because the intensity of this is not very, it provides the best intensity used with fingers. Next, I'm using Urban Decay eyeshadow primer, and I'm applying it on top of the eyelids and blending it. This is a very, very good primer as it gives a perfect base for the eyeshadow to cling on, and it also lightens the area, and it's just perfect, and it keeps my eyeshadow look lasting the complete day. I don't need to worry of it creasing or sliding or whatever it is. Once that's done, I'm starting off with my brows. I'm using Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in dark brown and taking an angle brush. I'm going to be defining my brows. This is by far the most important step when you're doing eye makeup. I cannot stress this enough how important it is to have well defined brows. So first I'm creating the shape and then taking the same brush, I'm filling it in. This product is highly pigmented, so when you're taking, you might want to start with the center of the brows where you have more filling in to be done, or any other area where you have more filling in to be done, and then take little extra product and blend it all over. Now my both brows are done. I'm taking the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette and taking the light brown shade as my first transition color, and I'm applying it all over my crease in windshield wiper motions. It's called Warm Taupe. So for the perfect eye look, we all know how important blending is. These colors are also very highly pigmented, so just take a little bit, start blending it, and keep applying more color when you feel that the color is fading and you want more color payoff. Make sure to tap off the excess, guys, from the brush before applying it. I generally start by layering the product from the outer corner of the eye to the inner corner of the crease. Now next I'm taking this burnt orange shade, which is like a orangey brown mix, and I'm applying it as second transition shade. Then I'm just going to be blending. If you want, at this point you can even take a clean blending brush to blend more if you like. I generally use a lot of blending brushes, so this is MAC 217, and I'm taking the chocolate brown shade over here called Cypress Umber, and I am putting it in the outer V of my eye. First I will be just depositing the product, and then after that I'm going to be blending it. Now taking a clean blending brush from Color Bar, I am going to be blending the darker shade. Once I'm done with the blending, I observe that the color has become a little light on one of my eye, and I'm going to reapply the color in case I feel the intensity of the color has reduced by the blending. Now it's time for the lid color. I am going to be spritzing rose water on both my eyes and then applying the shade to give me a higher intensity. Next I'm taking the Urban Decay Naked 2 palette, and I'm taking this dark bronzy shade because I have bronze hues in my dress as well, and I'm taking it on a flat eyeshadow brush and I'm gently applying it all over the lid. If you see, I'm just pressing the product all over my lid. Here there will not be any blending. We'll just take a brush in the end and just blend away the edges between the two colors. Spritzing of the water gives a higher pigmentation of any shadow. So either you can spritz it directly on your skin, or you can wet your brush to get maximum intensity. I generally do it for the shimmery shades and glittery products where I want a higher intensity. If I would have applied it without spritzing, it wouldn't be the same. Next, for the inner corner highlight, I'm going to be taking this champagne color. It's sort of a very frosted vanilla kind of a color, and it's a perfect inner corner highlight, and I am applying it on the inner corners. Taking Lakme Absolute Shine Line eyeliner, I'm going to wing out my liner. First, I'm going to be creating a wing on the outer corner of my eye, and then taking it all over to the inner corner of my eye. Make sure you don't have your eyes completely closed, otherwise your wing will look different when you close your eyes versus when you open your eye. I always keep it like partially open, when I'm applying. Once you feel both the sides your wings matched, you can always create the triangle, and then you can start filling in your eyeliner. Inner corner, it should be completely thin. It should be like barely visible, and then gradually the thickness of the liner should increase when you're going towards the outer corner of the eye. Now, taking the same palette again, I am taking the chocolate brown color again, and I'm going to smoke out my lower lash line. This just completes the look, and it gives me that soft look together. I'm not going to be applying any kajal because that day I did not apply, and I just wanted to recreate the same look for you guys. At this point, kajal is optional, and if you want, you can also apply that. Now my eye makeup is almost complete, but the most important part is applying lashes. I'm applying Huda Beauty Easy Lash Camille, I believe is the name of the lashes. It's those gorgeous high definition kind of lashes which gives you the total doll like effect, but I just feel it just takes the eye makeup to a next level when you apply that, and it's not the same without the lashes. I am using Huda Beauty black glue for this so that I don't have to touch up my liner after applying my lashes. Using a Maybelline Colossal Mascara, I am going to apply mascara to blend the my lashes with the falsies. I don't know, I always get the mascara on my eye when I'm applying. This always happens, I don't know why. So this completes the eye makeup. Next, moving on to the lips, I'm going to be applying Sephora lip stain, but before that I want to be lining my lips. Just line my lips with Lakme lip pencil in pink, and then applied the Sephora lip stain, which is in shade number 13, which gives a nudish rose kind of tint to the lips. So this completes the entire look. If you like the look, please click on subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.